last reported southbound on Highway 99.
Can you give me more info on that call? Just put in another call. I'm headed over there. Closing fast on the vehicle that matches the description. That report body. All units better get mission 2.
Hey, what's happening everyone? I am Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com and welcome back to the Battlefield 101 series. And in today's video we're here to take a look at the best class setup for the Enforcer class within Battlefield HardLine. And I gotta say, this is a very fun class to play as, especially when you're playing the modes such as Hotwire. So to get started, we're going to go ahead and start with the primary weapon for Team SWAT. For Team SWAT, the primary weapons here is I have two recommendations. If you're going to be playing anything on a smaller map like Heist or Team Deathmatch or Small Conquest, then my recommendation is using the standard shotgun that you start off with, which is the 87 OP Magnum. Or if you don't like to use a shotgun, then my recommendation here would be the Scar H. However, if you're going to be playing maps such as Hotwire or Conquest on large, then my recommendation is going to be the HCAR. Now you're going to notice that this weapon has a very terrible control rate, that is if you're only using this on burst mode. So if you do use this weapon, only use this with single shot, because this definitely has some really good range and you can snipe people at long distances. Very good accuracy and does a lot of damage. I've done a lot of gameplay and testing with this weapon, and this is by far one of my personal favorites for this class. Now, as for the attachments, again, weapon attachments such as scopes, muzzles, and all that is all about personal preference, so whatever works for you. But if you want my recommendation, then for grips, then you might want to carry something like this one, which is going to add a little bit more accuracy. Or if you're going to be adding muzzle, then my recommendation here will be the heavy barrel. Now next up, let's go ahead and go over the primary weapon for the criminal side, such as the thieves. So here again, if you're going to be playing on smaller maps, my recommendation will be the standard shotgun that you start off with. Or my recommendation is, if you don't like shotguns, is to end up using the SA58 OSW or the HK51. Again, it's all about personal preference. Now you're going to notice that this one has a little bit of a less control rate, but if you're using this on single shot or double tap, then this is going to be very good for close quarter combat as long as mid-range combat as well. But if you're using the SA, then this one has a little bit more better performance, especially getting the kind of a little bit more of a sniper shot added to it. Now let's go ahead and get back to the SWAT team, going over secondary weapons. Now for secondary weapons, my recommendation upgrade from here will be getting the M19-101A1, or if you're going to be completing the assignment for the Enforcer assignments 2, then to definitely use the Bald Eagle. And the same thing for the criminal side as well. If you're going to be playing as the criminal side, is to complete the Enforcer assignment 2 and unlock the Bald Eagle. Now going back to Team SWAT, going over the gadgets, here's my recommendation here. If you're going to be playing more as the support role, because obviously the Enforcer is a support role, but if you're going to be sticking close to your team playing as the support, my recommendation for Gadget 1 is to carry the ammo box, because not only can you resupply yourself, but also you can resupply your team so everyone has plenty of ammunition on the battlefield. And of course, my second recommendation, again, this is if you're playing strictly as a support and sticking with your team, will be carrying the ballistic shield. Now, a cool thing about the ballistic shield, besides obviously protecting you and shielding you from damage and your teammates, but when this is strapped on your back and you're shooting at someone who has this on their back, this actually does protect you from small arms fire, especially allowing you to turn around and try to get the surprise on the opposing team. So definitely a really cool item to have. However, if you're playing modes such as Team Deathmatch or even Hotwire, then my recommendation for the second choice would be carrying the breach charge. Again, you can get a lot of multi-kills with this weapon in Hotwire, so definitely a fun gadget. I do have a video actually kind of showing a little montage with this thing in action. Again, definitely my recommendation from there. As for the grenades is all about personal preference depending on what you want to carry, and also your melee weapons, and that's pretty much about it. I hope this video was really helpful for you guys, and if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Until then, I am Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com.